Hey, what's up, guys? It's Russo and Jordy with Backdoor Fantasy Sports, and we've got some late night picks for you for tomorrow's NBA slate. Um, yeah, we have four picks here. We're gonna talk briefly about our picks from today because, man, I'm bummed out. My plays. Well, first of all, I'll start with RJ Barrett. 27 and a half points and assists to the under. I felt good about this for about like the first quarter. Didn't quite lose hope at the half. I'm like, okay, we're still, if he has a little bit worse of a second half. I did not think that they were going to send this thing to overtime. I mean, this was the game that we said was what, like a 16 and a half, 17 point spread.
17 points, yeah.
Yeah, 17-point spread. I mean, this is what I get for taking an under. People ask why we don't take unders, more often. And it just feels so much worse when you take an under. And I mean, like, he goes for 40. So yeah, my bad. It is what it is. But that one feels like a hindsight thing for me. But the Keegan Murray play, I felt really good about that. We got it at 22 and a half. And he ends up, DeRozan gets ruled out. Sabonis gets ruled out. It bumps all the way up to 27 and a half. People in our Discord are like, would you still take it at 26 and a half? And I'm like, dude, we got it at 22 and a half earlier, and I was super pumped at that bump. And he goes for 11 points and rebounds. So bad night. I'm ready to bounce back. I don't know how your night, if your night was like mine, but
Yeah, I mean, Tatum hit his threes quick. We took his 3.5 threes over. He hit that.
Yeah,
he
that
had
was
three threes in the first quarter, so I felt great about that. I was feeling it for a minute because he went 0 for 2 to start the game, and he looked real bad. And then he just turned it on like he always does. So that 3.5 line is always money. But man, the letdown of the day was Austin Reeves. I chose the wrong white boy on the Lakers, man. What was his name? Knuch or Knech, however you say his name.
Connect.
Okay. He went crazy. I mean, he had a great game. I was looking at his line actually at like 13 and a half points. I think he went for like 20 something. So dude had a great game. Chris Paul hit his points at 8.5. Hopefully some of you guys got that. I did actually hit that little slip on parlay play with that, so that was nice. But yeah, he went for, I think that ended up getting bumped to 11, and he went for exactly 11. So even if you guys took the 11, he pushed that. But yeah, it was unfortunate. So I technically went like 2-1, but really 1-1 since I had to pivot. So just a rough night.
Yeah, Anthony Davis didn't even hit his free throws.
Yeah,
it was just it was a total, and I we were talking about like, small slate, weren't super enthused about it. And then right before, like an hour before, I think it was when the Keegan Murray line got bumped, I just got this like surge of energy, and I'm like, dude, I want to make a bunch of slips, and I shouldn't have.
Yeah, I know. I did the same thing with UFC. That was a terrible UFC card.
Yeah, it was just, oh man, we're gonna shake this one off and get stoked for a 10-game slate on Sunday while we have football as well. So lots of opportunity to mix, get some mixed slips going there. So before we break into our plays, if you are new to the channel, make sure you subscribe and hit the notification bell. Drop us a comment if you have any questions about plays, and we'll do our best to get back to you. Sundays are a busier day for us, but I'll be getting up in like 4 hours to start getting ready for church. So yeah, if you have any questions, I'll try to do a little research while I'm at church for you. But yeah,
some blessed
and then
picks right there.
Yeah, we're gonna bless the picks.
in church.
Yeah. So and then if you guys don't mind, just hit that like button. Super helpful, and we appreciate you guys. We're over 12,100 subscribers now. We're just flying, thanks to our awesome viewers. We appreciate you guys. So let's talk about the plays, and then I'll break down the promos that we're running. But so the plays I'm going to be taking, I'm running it back with Dyson Daniels. I'm just going to keep smashing the over on this until he gives me a reason not to. But 22 and a half PRA, I'll be happy to take that. I'm getting that line on all of the platforms. And then I'm getting this Cam Thomas line as well that I like, 23 and a half points. I'm taking that for more. and getting that on all 3 platforms as well. What are you getting into, Jordy?
Yeah, so I'm taking Jordan Poole for over 2.5 3-pointers and Cameron Johnson for over 2.5 3-pointers. Taking that on all platforms as well. So nice and easy for me. Just taking the three ballas.
All right. Well, for our promos, right now we are running a special with Parlay Play. So if you haven't tried Parlay Play, it's a killer new platform. I almost exclusively play 2-mans on here. But I'll bump it up to a 4-man. I kind of stop there with Parlay Play. Like you can go 5 or 6-man, but in the state I'm in, it's like peer to peer, so the multipliers aren't as worth it for like the 5 and 6-man. So, but you get really good value for the 2-mans, and then I can create some pretty solid slips all the way up to 4. So that's what I've been sticking to. But you do get like, usually like harder to find lines. Like it's usually like often we'll have like a play we're getting across multiple platforms, but on Parlay Play we're getting it like a full point, like cheaper. So I've been enjoying it in that regard. But if you guys want to sign up for Parlay Play and you haven't yet, use code BACKDOOR when you sign up and you make your first deposit. They're going to give you a 100% deposit match up to $100 plus a $5 promo play. And then on top of that, we're going to give you 30 days in the Discord, our premium Discord, for using our code, because that helps us out and we really appreciate it. And so you're helping us out. We want to send it back your way. This is just a deal that we've worked out with Parlay Play, so it's only for Parlay Play right now. But if you guys want to take advantage of that, all you have to do is email us at bdfantasysports@gmail.com. We just need your Discord username and your Parlay Play username. Parlay Play updates us every single day with all of the users that use the code, so we can confirm it, get you right in the Discord. Just shoot us an email, and it shouldn't take more than 24 hours if you've made your first deposit. Some people have signed up and it takes longer because they hadn't deposited yet, but you don't use the code unless you're depositing. So once you get your deposit on there, it should activate the 30 days in the Discord. And then we're also partnered with Underdog. So use code BACKDOOR over at Underdog, and they're going to give you up to $1,000 in bonus cash, plus a free pick to help you cash your first slip. We have all of our platforms, all of our partners are all in the description of the video if you want to take advantage of any of those deals. All right, so let's start breaking this down. Let's see, I got Dyson up here first. I do. And he's got a tough matchup, and I'm not scared by it. I'm staying in the flames with this kid. I'm happy to take 22.5, and I do want the full PRA versus just the points. The points do look pretty good too, if you want to take a look there. But 14.5, it's not that much more expensive. I'll take that, just a little 8-point bump to have his rebounds and his assists attached to that, because we saw against Chicago, he went for 8 rebounds and 3 assists. And then against Boston, he went for 7 assists and 3 rebounds. So he's capable of popping off on either of those categories. But once again, specifically to the point guard position, it is a little bit tougher. 6th in points allowed, 5th in rebounds allowed, and 4th in assists allowed. But I mean, that was a tough matchup against Boston, and he went for 28 points, 3 rebounds, and 7 assists. So I think this kid is just breaking out, and we're getting his lines cheap right now. And so I want to take advantage of that. If you look back here, actually, this is the wrong one. I was thinking of the other play I meant, but yeah, he's gone over this 4 out of his last 5 games, and we're seeing a trend here where we saw, him get into the green, and then he's just been looking like he's getting more and more confident, and his minutes have been great, averaging 37.6 minutes per game and very evenly distributed, just like I was saying, with the 8 rebounds one game, 7 assists the other game. Over this 5-game stretch, he's averaging 7.6 rebound chances and 7.6 potential assists. So this is a perfect play to take the full PRA. 16.6 attempts per game from the field, shooting 47%. And not shooting threes very often. He's only shooting 22%. We don't need him to shoot a bunch of threes to get this, because he's been pretty steady here. Actually, let's see. So yeah, he was taking more threes in those last 2 games, but yeah, not cashing a bunch of them. But we don't really need him to do that. He's only getting to the line like 2.8 times a game over the last 5, and shooting 71%. But he's getting this done without needing to cash threes. So if we're taking this tomorrow and he happens to cash a couple of threes, that's just even more of a bull case for him cashing this full PRA. So feeling really good about it. Let's take a look. I don't think there's anything significant on the injury report. No, nothing of note. If we take a look at the optimizer, did I have Cam Thomas for both these? Yeah, let me type in Dyson real quick. So they don't like this to go over, but it's like basically a 50-50 shot. I think that they're just kind of like up in the air of like, is this still just a temporary thing? Because the odds makers can't seem to make up their mind. Some have it favored to go over, some have it favored to go under, some have it at a 50-50 shot. The DFS optimizer from Daily Grind has it just above a 50-50 shot for it to go under. They have it at a 50.82% odds to hit the under, minus 121. So go with your gut. But I mean, it wasn't favored to go over against Boston either. And that's a really tough matchup, and he absolutely crushed that line. So I'm really stoked that we're able to get this here from him, because you don't always get opportunities like this when a player's in the middle of their breakout and you're getting their lines, kind of like the Bilal Kubawale pick that Jordy was taken earlier on in the season before the line started to catch up with them. I think that's kind of what we're in the process with Dyson Daniels here. Dude's also a monster on defense too, so that keeps him on the floor. He plays more minutes. So yeah, feeling good about this one going over. And then we can go on to Cam Thomas here. I want just his points alone, and the matchup's tough, but he just played them and he dropped 43 points on the Knicks. So 7th in points allowed to shooting guards, but he's cleared this 23.5 points 7 of the 13 games he's played this season. So just 54%, just over the 50 mark. But he just seems to match up well against New York, and it's not just this game here. If we look at the head-to-head, he dropped 40 on him last year too. The last game that he played against them last year, he went for 41 points. Now on the 15th, he went for 43 points. So I'm liking what I'm seeing here. And if you take a look at his attempts, it totally corresponds. He put up 22 attempts in that game, that last game against New York, shot 73%, 16 made. So really solid outing. I think that he not only did that to him last year, but he just did it yesterday. So I'm going to jump back in on this one. If we look at his minutes, averaging 34.6 minutes per game, just 2.4 fouls, so not getting in foul trouble. But the attempts, averaging 16.4 attempts per game, shooting 54%, 7.2 3-pointers per game, shooting 56%, averaging 4 made threes per game over this 5-game stretch. So I'm feeling really good about it. Yeah, and I mean, like against the Pelicans, 4 threes, against Boston, 3 threes, and then he had 7 threes made against the Knicks there. So I like this line at 23.5. I'm going to be taking it because with the way the dude's shooting right now, plus, I mean, like 16.4 is lower than what he's probably going to attempt in this next game if he just attempted 22. So I'm feeling really solid about staying in the Flames here. We have no Nick Claxton, and De'Ron Sharp is also out with a hamstring. And then we have Zaire Williams, a game time decision dealing with hip soreness. So he's officially questionable for Sunday due to right hip soreness. So we'll see if he ends up playing or not. But yeah, and I didn't really want the full PRA. You can take that if you want, but the majority of what he's doing is scoring. So I'd rather just have that bump down to 23.5 and not have that 6-point bump there. When he's just really not, like 6 is about his max that he's been getting lately. So that doesn't seem like a value to me. Just going to take the points alone. If we hop over here to the optimizer, this is set for Underdog. So on Underdog, they love his full PRA. So if you prefer that, go for it. I'm just going to be going with his points. But let's go back to the one that's set for Prizepicks. I'll just type him in real quick. They like it to go over. So yeah, the full PRA on Prizepicks is actually at 30.5, and they have that heavily favored, but they have the 29.5 heavily juiced to the over. So it's just these odds makers, it's just like they, if it's slightly within that 1 point range, it's like you're not going to like middle this bet and take the under on Prizepicks and the over on Underdog and expect them to just hit 30 on the dot and cash them both.
We almost thought that happened tonight.
That's true. That's true. But so I'm just sticking with the points here. The optimizer still does like the points at 23.5. 50.69% odds to hit the over, -121. So yeah, I'm going to be rolling with these two. Let me see here. I guess that pretty much covers it. If you guys do want to check out Outlier, it's free to try. They're going to just give you 7 days to, basically get to know this app. They cover every single statistical category, even down to like first quarter points, first half points, assists. You can take players in and out of the equation, which I love. Like who's someone like this dude, Kobe. If he happens to be out, it'll show you what he's done with Kobe not on the floor. So really killer tool. They also give you obviously injury reports and insights about the players. So just go through the link in the description of the video for Outlier, and they're going to let you just give it a test run for 7 days. But that covers my two, and I'll pass it over to you, Jordy.
All right. So yeah, I'm going to be going over this Jordan Poole. 2.5 threes made. I like both of these, honestly. Jordan Poole this year has gone over this 7 out of 11 games. So I like it. To the point guard position, it's a little tough. Shooting guard position is a little tough too. Detroit's playing good defense, but the dude is jacking up a whole bunch of attempts, and he's shooting 44%. So he's making 3.6 a game. That's enough for me to want to take this line over 2.5. I love these 3-point lines when these guys are getting in double-digit 3-pointers. 2.5 is just a silly line when this guy's shooting 8.2 attempts per game. So I like it. I'm going to be taking it over. Yeah, I mean, the head-to-head looks a little rough for sure, but he's getting the attempts, right? And he's shooting a lot better than last year, so not really too worried about this. Jordan Poole's kind of cleaned up his game a lot, and he's just taking smarter shots, honestly. Like, the dude's not just shooting every single shot that comes his way. So he definitely looks a lot better and more poised this year. So shooting 44% from 3, that'll definitely work when you're shooting 8.6 attempts per game. So liking this one to go over. It's just a little bit of a tough matchup. Tim Hardaway and Simone Fontecchio are a game time decision. Noah Stewart Thompson, so helps him a little bit with more attempts, but nothing too crazy. So this one is juiced to go over. It's his top play at a 53% chance at a -131. It's just too low at 2.5. So liking what I'm seeing here. Same with Cam Johnson. 2.5 is just too low for this guy as well. Shooting 7.5 attempts, shooting 37%, making 2.8 a game. He's kind of slowed his 3-point shooting down a little bit, but he's just been in a tiny bit of a slump in these last 2 games. And sorry, my dog is getting into something. I had to yell at him real quick. But a little bit of softer matchup for Cam Johnson, 23rd in 3 points allowed. So I'm liking the matchup here. If you look at the head-to-head, he's had great history against the Knicks. He's hit this 3 times, going for 4, 4, 3, and then he had the one in the most recent game that was actually this year. It was the last game they played. So hopefully he shoots a little bit better than that. He had 5 attempts. He only shot 20%, so he made 1. But, he just needs 3 of these. So hopefully he can get hot early and then just start gunning. That's the one nice thing about Cam Johnson. If he gets hot, he will keep shooting the ball, and he gets a lot of confidence as he scores. So liking this one for over 2.5 as well. This is also his top play at a 52.08% chance and a -127. His points are right behind it, so if you just want the points, go for it. But like I said, in a scenario like tonight, Jason Tatum did not hit his points, but he hit 5 threes. So it's not always going to cash them their points if they're hitting their 3-pointers. Jason Tatum, he had a cold night from the middle range of the floor, and he was just doing it all from the 3-point line. So that's why I like these 3-point props a lot when these guys are getting the attempts. It just makes a lot of sense in my eyes. So that's what I'm going to be rolling with for tonight. If you guys want to check out this optimizer from Daily Grind, it is awesome. It will help you cash more. These are the 2 plays I like, but if you take them away, you can see all the top plays for tomorrow. We have a lot out there. Ricky Pearsall's popping off the chart. I had him in the NFL video. Little spoiler alert, go over there and check out some of the heat we dropped today. I feel really good about those picks. But here's some of the plays. But yeah, this is the cool thing about the DFS optimizer is you can get on here. I mean, this Brock Purdy, Geno Smith under on 500 passing yards at -200. I have no idea. You know, that seems like a risky play, but you never know. That's the cool thing about this optimizer, though, is it'll find you the value and it'll tell you when you should take the play and when you shouldn't. So if you guys want to check this out, use the link in the description below and use code BACKDOOR at checkout, and they'll give you 25% off your first purchase. So dgfantasy.com, and then use code BACKDOOR at checkout. And then if you want to check out Chalkboard, they're another DFS platform like Prizepicks and Underdog and Parlay Play. They run a ton of alt lines over there, but they run like the best specials, and they have really good multipliers too. Like if you can get up to a pretty nice 6-man pretty quick with their multipliers over there. So definitely go check them out. Use code BACKDOOR at checkout, and they'll give you 100% match on your deposit, and they'll give you that free play to help you cash your first slip as well. So really good deals over there, and that's going to cover it all for me.
All right. Well, if you guys want to come join our Discord, we have a great community. I talk about it every video, but you can take advantage of that Parlay Play promo that we're running. You'll get 30 days if you use code BACKDOOR. Or if you want to just jump right in, you can just go through Patreon, which manages our subscriptions for us. Once you're signed up there, you just go into the settings tab, and then you go to connected apps. That's an option in the menu bar. Then you just log right into your Discord once you've signed up through Patreon. If you do that, you can hop in the community chat, let us know that you're new to the channel or new to the Discord, so we can make sure you understand how to use everything. We have an extra analyst in here, Moose, and yeah, we just work together as a family. And the nice thing is when a play gets on any of our radars, we all get to reap the benefits from it. So come join us, come say hey. And if you want to like follow us on socials as well, we're on X and Instagram and TikTok. It's just at BackdoorFS for all of those. Yeah, come say hey. And me, Jordy, Moose, all of our handles are in the description as well. But that's going to do it, guys. We're super tired. I got to be up really soon here. So hope you guys have had a good weekend so far. We just got done watching UFC, and it was like a little bit of a snoozer, to be honest.
I'm tired of watching old men get beat up, man.
Yeah,
Can we just like have 30-year-olds fight each other and not dudes who are like in retirement age? That'd be cool.
Yeah, we want John Jones versus Aspinall, right?
Yeah.
Isn't that's
like, the one? Or Alex Pereira, either one.
Yeah, I'll take Pereira too. Yeah. That would be fun. But
pulling Stipe out of retirement, dude, let the guy fight fires, man. Let him
just like, dude, we got this 2 nights in a row with like Tyson and now Stipe, like so kind of put me in a little bit of a bummer mood when it comes to like.
I'm a little sad. You know, watch old men get hurt.
It's like
Stipe got hurt, man. They're like, breathe. He was like,
it's like, do you really need to bring this dude in here to get his freaking kidney destroyed or whatever he got kicked, his ribs busted up?
Everything,
but anyways, guys, we appreciate you tuning in and enjoy this awesome slate of basketball and football. I can't wait to get out of church and kick back and watch football and relax.
Sure. Amen.
So have a great rest of your weekend, guys, and we'll catch you in the next video.
Good luck, guys.